everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a new subscription. I know I have literally so many, but I saw this and I've been kind of thinking about it for a while now, and I finally saw it on one of the Facebook pages that I'm on and decided to give it a shot, because the brush that you got when you signed up looked really great, and then the brushes for this month looked really great. So I just decided to finally give it a try, because I need to grow my makeup brush collection. So this is the MorpheMe subscription. I know it's by Live Glam, I'm not sure. And I know they have several other subscriptions, like I know they have a lip gloss subscription and something else. Can't remember what it is, but I only picked the brush subscription. So the brushes in this, and if you're not a fan of Morphe brushes, it's okay. I have several palettes, and basically everything I have from them I have liked so far. I enjoy the price point. Are there things that are bad quality? I'm sure that there are. I have never bought a whole brush set. I've only bought individual brushes. But the things that I have gotten, I have liked a lot. And I obviously don't have a code or anything, so this is not sponsored. I do not make anything from the code. But anyway, I will leave the link to the subscription service down below if you are interested. And if you sign up with my link or whatever, now for the subscription service, I do get extra points or something, but you will receive a free brush with the link. And yeah, anyway, so let's just go ahead and get started. So the first brush in the thing is the E41 Round Deluxe Powder. So this is huge. Like, this brush is huge. It is the E41 by Morphe, and it's so soft. So this is from the Elite collection. So this brush, the E41, retails for $23, which to me is pretty crazy. I believe this subscription service is $19.95 a month. So it is a little bit more expensive than other boxes like Ipsy or Birchbox or Sephora Play. It is obviously a little bit cheaper than BoxyCharm, which is $21 a month. And you do get between, I believe it's 3 and 8 brushes a month, depending on how expensive they are, because their brushes do range. But this is $23 a month, and I can't remember the total cost you're guaranteed. But I'm just going to take this and use this as a bronzer brush. I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just go ahead and apply this to my face. I am just wearing a BB cream from earlier, but I saw this and just wanted to review it. I've never seen anything about these brushes, especially nothing that would be like unsponsored. I just hit pan. Aw, that's so sad. I am thinking about doing a project pan, which for those of you who are unfamiliar is like where I choose a few products and I try to use them up in a year. Or I try to use them up and I like focus, and I'll update you guys like every month or so, like how much I've used them. But I'm thinking about doing that, so if you're interested in seeing something like that where you can keep up with, like, and then I'll update you on how well they really work after I've used the entire product, just leave a comment down below and I'll definitely do that. So this is super soft. It really kind of builds and disperses the powder on my face. I really like this brush, actually. Really do. Okay, so the next brush in here is the E28 brush. So actually all 3 brushes are up from the Elite collection this month, which is really awesome. So this brush retails for $7, which means we are already up to $30 for the box. So I am just going to go ahead. I haven't tried this palette yet. This is the Morphe 35T palette. So it's all taupe color. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this, and I'm just going to take this shade right here and just buff that into my crease. Just to give a little definition. I'm not really doing anything tonight, but might as well just play around for a little bit. Okay, see, so that's super pigmented. I don't know if you can tell, but that's really pigmented but blends out very easily. And this brush blends it out really easily and nicely. Just gonna add a little bit more on this side. And with the same brush, I am just going to take this like bottom purpley toned brown, and I'm just going to take the same brush just a little bit and buff that kind of right into the outer crease, focusing it more closer to the lash line a little bit, just to give my crease just a tiny bit more definition. And then with my finger, I'm just going to apply this middle shade right here. It's kind of like a golden taupey color, and I'm just going to apply this right to the middle of my lid, just right there. Just to give my eyes the appearance of looking a little bit more open and bigger. And then with that same brush, I'm going to go into that first shade that we use, this one. I'm just going to run that under the lower lash line. Kind of a little bit bigger and just looser. Forgot to tap that off. So that is the Morphe E28, which is a round blender. So I'm a fan of this brush. I feel like you can never have too many blending brushes, and this one feels like it's really good quality. My other blending brushes are typically more of like the white hair brush, like they're more like this. This one I use for highlighting, but like they're similar to this, or like the natural hair, whereas this is the synthetic. But it feels really nice. It blends out the shadow really nicely on your eyes. So I would recommend this brush, and again, it's $7. So the last brush that came with the subscription is the E19. So this is the pointed lip brush, and this is $5. So we're up to a $35 value for the box. And instead of applying a lip product, because I typically don't really like applying a lip product with the brush, here it is, by the way, in case you wanted to kind of see the actual like shape of the brush. I am actually just going to take this, again, this dark color, this middle dark color we used right here, and apply a small amount just on my lower lash line to connect kind of that topper part, to give like a fake liner effect almost. And that worked very nicely. And then I'm going to take that same sparkle shade, that same like light gold shade that we applied on the lid, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of that in my inner corner. I think it's light enough. I'm not wearing any foundation or concealer today, so don't judge me. I am just wearing a light BB cream and some moisturizer. Yeah, I don't think this is really light enough to bring out like my inner corner, considering I usually use like a super light powder, like I use like London Luster or something. But because this was my first box, I did get an extra brush for signing up for the first time. So and you got to choose between 3 different brushes. I forget the other 2 options, but I chose the Morphe E22, which also is $7. So I'm not going to include that in the box because it was an extra product, but this is the E22, and it is another pointed blending brush. So this is what this one looks like as opposed to the E28. So E28, E22. So they're just a little bit different shapes, kind of if you want a more pointed look versus a more like blown out shadow. I'm excited to try this one too. I'm actually just going to take the same transition shade we went in with before and just like buff this again back into the crease just to make sure that everything is really blended. This one feels really, really, really nice on my eyes. I've also read with this subscription box that you can see what brushes you're getting, and if you don't want a brush, or say you already have a brush maybe that you were getting and you didn't want another one, you could switch them out and try a different one or get a different product. You could switch for a lip product or something. I don't know how accurate that is, but that is what I have heard. So I'm not sure. I'll try and leave any information that I really find on that down below. I'm just going to apply some highlighter right before I close out this video. This is another Morphe brush. This is the M510. I love this brush for highlighter because it's like $5 or something, $7. Can't remember exactly what it is, but it's really inexpensive, and I know that a lot of people are really liking that new Smashbox brush, but I just cannot pay more than $10 for a brush that isn't going to be a lot of use. Like I wanted, I think it was the E2, which is very similar to this, but it's maybe a little more flat or something, but this will definitely work. And it was, again, like $23, and I'm not going to spend that much money on a brush, but this feels so nice. So anyway, so that is what I got from my Morphe brush subscription this month. And so I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see what I get next month. I will leave the link down below. Let me know if you subscribe to this and how you like it, or if you found it to be really horrible. Please keep your comments pretty constructive, especially if they're just about how much you hate Morphe brushes. Everybody has their own opinion. So far, I think these ones are really great. They're from the Elite collection, which is supposed to be really good, and all the ones that I've had I've really liked. So that could change, and I know that everybody has their own opinion, but this is just mine. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video.